Good morning and welcome to our annual spelling bee. You all are already winners because you've made it this far. You have done amazingly well so far, and I am looking forward to an amazing spelling bee as usual. Please remember that when I say a word, you should repeat the word, spell the word, and the way I'll know that you're finished is if you repeat the word again. Okay, so you're saying the word before you spell it, you're spelling the word, and then you're saying the word after you spell it. Does that make sense? So let's pretend.
Okay.
The word is cat.
Cat, C-A-T, cat.
Perfect. Okay, but that's not your word.
Yeah.
That was just a pretend. Everybody ready? And let's begin. Your word is smell.
Smell, S-M-E-L-L, smell.
Correct. Please hold your applause for the end of the round. Your word is party.
Party, P-A-R-T-Y, party.
Correct. Your word is few.
V-E-W, view.
Say it again, please. Spell it again. The word is few. Say the word.
Yes,
You.
for sentence.
Oh, in a sentence. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Few of the children wanted to stay inside. A few of the children wanted to stay inside.
View, F-E-W, view.
Correct. Barked.
Barked, B-A-R-K-E-D.
Correct. Your word is crops.
Crops, C-R-O-P-S, crops.
Correct. Your word is shelf.
Shelf, S-H-E-L-F, shelf.
Correct. Your word is pale.
Pale.
And it could have a homonym, so I'm going to say it in a sentence to make sure you understand which word. Since there was no pail at the well, Jack ran back to the house to get a bucket for the water. Pail.
Pale, P-A-I-L. Pale.
Correct. Scars. Your word is scars.
Scars, S-C-A-R-S, scars.
Correct. Your word is blame.
Blame, B-L-A-M-E. Blame.
Correct. Your word is trash.
Trash, T-R-A-S-H, trash.
Correct. Your word is stairs. There could be more than one word, so I'm going to give it to you in sentence. The students ran up the stairs to get to the second floor. Stairs.
Stairs, S-T-A-I-R-S, stairs.
Correct. Your word is chores.
Chores, C-H-O-R-E-S, chores.
Correct. Your word is porch.
P-O-R-C-H.
Correct. Please be sure to speak into the microphone. Don't hesitate to step all the way up so that you can be heard clearly. Your word is speck.
Spec, S-P-E-C-K, spec.
Correct. Your word is washing.
Washing. W-A-S-H-I-N-G. Washing.
Correct. Your word is sorry.
Sorry. S-O-R-R-Y. Sorry.
Correct. Your word is white.
Can you use that in a sentence, please?
A little soaking and scrubbing made Tanya's favorite shirt nice and white again. White.
W-H-I-T-E. White.
Correct. Your word is phone.
Phone. B-H-O-N-E. Phone.
Can you also call to the cafeteria and have them send my students back to the auditorium?
You just didn't say phone at the end, but you did fine.
Your word is table.
Table. T-A-B-L-E-T. Table.
Corrected. Correct. Your word is roots.
Roots. R-O-O-T-S. Roots.
Correct. Your word is copy.
Copy. C-O-P-Y. Copy.
Correct. Your word is, I'm going to skip to 48, 23, Jaden
Emerson.
Emerson.
Thank you.
And I'm going to skip to 48. Your word is bobbed.
You said it in a sentence.
Absolutely. The rubber ducky bobbed happily up and down on the calm sea.
Bobbed. B-O-B-B-E-D. Bobbed.
Correct. Your word is files.
Files. F-I-L-E-S.
Correct. Your word is only.
O-W-N-L-Y.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
The correct spelling is O-N-L-Y.
Your word is clash.
Clash. C-L-A-S-H. Clash.
Correct. Your word is feedback.
Feedback. F-E-E-D-E-D. Back. Oh, wait, no. B-A-C-K.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling is F-E-E-D-B-A-C-K.
And just to clarify, only if you go backwards and you don't rearrange any letters, but because you said other letters in between, I was unable to make that correct. You got it correct, but you had already uttered other letters in between, so that's why it was incorrect. Your word is forget.
Forget. F-O-R-G-E-T. Forget.
Thank you. Your word is swoop.
Swoop. S-W-O-O-P. Swoop.
Correct. My students, you're going to go that way? Can you just let them in? Excellent, thank you. I'll ask Ms. Buckholder. Thank you for for being patient during the interruption. Your word is greeting.
G-R-E-E-T-I-N-G. Greeting.
Correct. Your word is bandmates.
Bandmates. B-A-N-D-M-A-T-E-S.
T-E-S, bandmates.
Correct. Your word is curly.
Curly. C-U-R-L-Y. Curly.
Correct. Your word is funky.
You say that in a sentence?
Absolutely. Janet's favorite place to get breakfast was a funky little diner on the outskirts of town. Funky.
Funky. F-U-N-K-Y. Funky.
Correct. Your word is rare.
R-A-R-E. Rare.
Correct. Your word is blessings.
Blessings. B-L-E-S-S-I-N-G-S.
You're correct. Remember to repeat the word when you're done. Your word is growling.
Growling. G-R-O-W-L-I-N-G. Growling.
Correct. Your word is swept.
S-W-E-P-T. Swept.
Correct. Your word is fudge.
F-U-D-G-E. Fudge.
Correct. Next row. Your word is fasting.
Can you use that in a sentence?
In her class, Rainia learned that religious encourage fasting at certain times of the year. Fasting.
Fasting. F-A-S-T-I-N-G. Fasting.
Correct. Your word is everyone.
Everyone. E-V-E-R-Y-O-N-E. Everyone.
Excellent. Your word is another.
Wait, say that in a sentence.
Ebony's dad said they couldn't get another fish until they had a larger fish tank. Another.
A-N-O-T-H-E-R.
Correct.
Another.
Elise? This is Elise Ashley. Model. Your word is model.
Model. M-O-D-E-L. Model.
Correct. Your word is frantic.
Frantic. F-R-A-N-T-I-C. Frantic.
Correct. Your word is heavy.
Heavy. H-E-A-V-Y. Heavy.
Excellent. Your word is lousy.
Lousy. L-O-U-S-E-Y.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
The correct spelling is L-O-U-S-Y.
Your word is during.
During. D-U-R-I-N-G. During.
Correct. Your word is minute.
Minute. M-I-N-U-T-E. Minute.
Correct. Your word is damaged.
Damaged. D-A-M-A-G-E-D. Damaged.
Correct. Your word is beetle.
Beetle. B-E-E-T-L-E. Beetle.
Correct. Your word is quiet.
Quiet. Quiet. Q-U-I-T-E. Quiet.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Oh, it is?
The correct spelling is Q-U-I-E-T. You said T-E. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard. Sometimes being on stage can make you nervous. Your word is trout.
Use in a sentence.
Tommy caught a trout in the river. Trout.
T-R-O-U-T. T-R-O-G-H-T.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
The correct spelling is T-R-O-U-T.
Your word is landline.
Landline. L-A-N-D-L-I-N-E. Landline.
Correct.
Landline.
Your word is chase.
Chase. C-H-A-S-E, Chase.
Correct. Your word is upbeat.
Oh, upbeat. U-P-B-E-A-T. Upbeat.
Correct. We have finished our first round. Everybody, give them a round of applause. Do I need to have a conversation privately? Can you please find your things and make your way back to your class? When the bell rings, we will take a brief pause. Students who are either in my class or have gotten out will get their things and go to the 10th period class. Everybody else will pause until my 10th period class arrives and sits down quietly, and then we'll proceed. But I don't want to waste time, so I'm not going to wait till the end of the period to continue with the next round. Yes? Go ahead. Go now, because by the time it's your turn, you'll be back. But I only want one person out at a time, so let's just be polite and quiet about it. If you're almost your turn, stay in your seat. If you need to go and you know there's like 10, 15 people ahead of you, you can quietly just get up and go, okay? Does everybody understand the rules of, it's okay if you need to use the restroom, but please don't if you know you're going to have a turn and then go after your turn is over. Everybody good? All right, we're going to go on and move to round 2. And yes, as you go, the words will keep getting harder, so start breathing in deep and breathing out slow if you get nervous. Our next word is, oh,
Wait,
I'm
we
sorry,
didn't-
go
we didn't
ahead. I
do that.
apologize. I'm up to 80. Are you good with that? Okay. Your word is sifting.
Sifting. Can you put it in a sentence?
Edie is sifting the flour to make a pie. Sifting.
S-I-F-T-I-N-G. Sifting.
Correct. Your word is tingle.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Ely felt her foot tingle after it fell asleep. Tingle.
Tingle. T-I-N-G-L-E-D. Tingle.
I'm sorry.
He added something at the end.
Yeah, he did. You spelled it T-I-N-G-L-E-D, and I just said tingle, T-I-N-G-L-E. That's okay. Your word is everlasting.
Everlasting. E-V-E-R-L-A-S-E-I-N-G. Everlasting.
Correct. Your word is awesome.
A-W-S-O-M-E. Awesome.
I'm sorry. The correct spelling is?
A-W-E-S-O-M-E.
Your word is saints.
Saint. S-A-I-N-T-S. Saint.
Correct. Your word is discarded.
Discarded. D-I-S-C-A-R-D.
Correct. Your word is foster. The little sisters lived in a foster home with other children. Foster.
Foster. F-O-S-T-E-R. Foster.
Correct. Your word is railings.
Railings. R-A-I-L-I-N-G-S. Railings.
Correct. Your word is spellbound.
Spellbound. S-P-E-L-B-O-U-N-D.
I'm sorry.
The correct spelling is Spellbound.
Your word is overseas.
Overseas. O-V-E-R-S-A-E-S. Overseas.
I'm sorry.
The correct spelling is Overseas.
Your word is easily.
Easily. E-L-A-I-S-I.
I'm sorry.
The correct spelling is Easily.
Your word is gloomy.
Gloomy. G-L-O-O-M-I-N-G. Gloomy.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh
It's
my.
Gloomy.
Your word is nimble.
Can you repeat that?
Nimble.
Nimble.
Correct. Your word is inkling.
Inkling. I-N-K-L-I-N-G. Inkling.
Correct. Your word is snooty.
Use it in a sentence.
Harry disliked snooty Aunt Marge, but didn't intend to sabotage her visit. Snooty.
Snooty. S-N-O-O-T-Y.
Correct. Your word is sparrow.
Sparrow. S-P-A-R-R-O-W. Sparrow.
Correct. Your word is beginning.
Beginning. E-E-G-I-N-N-I-N-G. Beginning.
Correct. Joggled. When Rudy joggled the table, the Tower of Blocks fell over.
Joggled. J-O-G-G-L-E-D. Joggled.
Correct. Whizzed.
Whiz. W-I-S-E-D.
I'm sorry.
It's
And-
Wizzed.
And if you're thinking a word, you absolutely have to think it in your head. Don't let any letters come out of your mouth because it can confuse the speller, okay? Your word is cottonwood.
Cottonwood, Cottonwood.
Cottonwood.
Correct. Next row. Your word is hauling. Sarai will be hauling her books from one room to the other. Hauling.
H-O-U-L-I-N-G.
I'm sorry.
It's Hauling.
Your word is slather.
Slather. S-L-A-T-H-E-R. Slather.
Correct. Please do not speak during people's spelling. Your word is apartment.
Apartment. A-P-A-R-T-M-E-N-T. Apartment.
Correct. Your word is archers.
Archers. A-R-C-H-E-R-S. Archers.
Correct. Your word is floral.
Floral. F-L-O-R-E-L. Floral.
I'm sorry.
It's F-L-O-R-A-L.
Your word is murals. The student decided to spruce up the outside of the school with a series of murals.
Murals. M-U-R-A-L-S. Murals.
Correct. Your word is arrows.
Arrows. A-R-R-O-W-S. Arrows.
Correct. Your word is decide.
Have it in a sentence.
Jerry and Joni usually decide what dessert they want before they think about their entree. Decide.
Decide. D-E-S-I-D-E. Decide.
I'm sorry.
The correct spelling is D-E-C-I-D-E.
Your word is traditional.
Traditional. Tradionatol. Traditional.
The correct spelling is T-R-A-D-I-T-I-O-N-A-L.
I'm sorry. Your word is adorable.
Adorable. A-D-O-R-A-B-L-E. Adorable.
Excellent. Correct. Your word is constant.
Constant. C-O-N-S-T-E-N-T.
I'm sorry.
The correct spelling is C-O-N-S-T-A-N-T.
Your word is probably.
Probably. P-R-O-B-L. A.
I'm sorry.
The correct spelling is P-R-O-B-A-B-L-Y.
Your word is balance.
Balance. B-A-L-A-N-C-E. Balance.
Correct. Your word is beyond.
B-E-Y-O-N-D. Beyond.
Correct. Your word is kneeling.
K-N-E-E-L-I-N-G.
Correct. Your word is bruise.
Can you say that again?
Bruise. Benjamin banged his arm on the table, causing a large bruise.
Bruise. B-R-U-I-S-E. Bruise.
Correct. Your word is exciting.
E-X-C-I-T-I-N-G. Exciting.
Correct. Your word is actually.
Oh, A-C-U. Oh, A-C-T-U-A-L. Actually.
I'm sorry.
It's A-C-T-U-A-L-L-Y.
Listen for the sentence because you need to hear the definition so you know what word it is. The word is balm. Erica bought some lip balm to soothe her chapped lips. Balm.
Balm. B-A-L-M. Balm.
Correct. Your word is donkeys.
Donkeys. Can you say that in a sentence?
Donkeys are slower than horses, but are more sure-footed in rough terrain. Donkeys.
Donkeys. Donkeys.
I'm sorry.
The correct spelling is Donkeys.
Your word is purchase.
Restate that in a sentence, please.
Micah said he was going to save his money for a bigger purchase.
P-U-R-C-A-S-E, purchase.
I'm sorry. The correct spelling is Purchasease. Your word is orca.
O-R-C-A, orca.
Correct. I'm skipping to 123.
Okay.
Your word is python.
Python. Python. Python.
Correct. Your word is tomorrow. Next row.
Tomorrow. T-O-M-O-R-R-O-W. Tomorrow.
Correct. Your word is squinched. Luca squinched his face up as Mom pulled the splinter out of his finger. Squinched.
Squinched. S-Q-U-I-N-C-H-E-D. Squinched.
Correct. Your word is torment.
Torment. Torment. Torment.
Correct. Your word is arrested.
Arrested. A-R-R-E-S-T-E-D. Arrested.
Correct. Your word is pangs.
Use it in a sentence.
Not 10 minutes after his second breakfast, Frodo was struck with pangs of hunger that took him right back to the kitchen for a snack. Pangs.
Hangs. H-A-N-G-E-S.
I'm going to repeat it. You have to listen carefully because I heard you say it incorrectly. Pangs.
Oh.
Now say it again.
Hangs. E-A-N-G-E-S. Thanks.
I'm sorry, it is P-A-N-G-S. Okay, guys, we are done with round 2. Congratulations. We're going to take a brief intermission. My class, please get ready to go when he gets back. Guys, I need you to exit and go to your 10th period class. Please exit and go to your 10th period class. You're only leaving if you were out. Brooklyn, did you get out? Did Brooklyn get out? Yeah. You did? I'm sorry. I apologize. 50% of the group. You do not have to sit in your actual seat anymore. What I'm going to ask you to do,
But wait,
stay still.
wait.
What you're going to do is you're going to make sure you stay in number order. So after this first group comes up, when they sit down, they're going to sit in chairs 1, 2, 3, 4. When the next group comes up, they're going to take up those seats. So we stay in the correct order. If you have to stay in the correct order, it just kind of gets easier for you to keep moving down. Does that make sense?
And can I just check, would you raise your hand? I want to make sure I have everybody. Number 1, raise your hand. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 23, 26, 28, 28 here, no 28, 31, oh, you're 29. Okay, see, I've been copying from a list. So 31, 32, 32, what's your number? Okay. 35, I gotcha. 38, 39, 39, 40, 41, 42, 42, 44, 44. Elise, what's your number? What's your number? I can't see it. 44? Okay, 49, 50, 51, 52, 56, 57. Did I miss anybody? Oh, what's your number? 50? Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Oh, what's your number? I couldn't hear you. 24? Thank you. Yes.
My
And
10th period
41,
class.
I got
Put your
you.
books bags on the right.
Y'all are doing a
Take a seat
great
in the
job.
back rows.
I'm impressed. I am not a good speller, and so
Find
these
yourself
words,
a seat
quite
in the back
honestly, I have to
rows.
look at the
And
list.
if you talk, you go to student affairs. Trey, find a seat and
And it's just
understand
the
this.
luck of the word.
I am
Dr. B is
conducting a
going
spelling
right down
bee
in,
and have zero tolerance for talking during the spelling bee.
and she's going right down in
I wanna
order,
make
and
sure
so it's
everybody
just
has the best
by
possible
luck if you get
opportunity.
a word that you know or a word that you don't know. It's
So if
just
you are sitting here, it is
luck.
because I am your teacher and I can't be in two
Oh,
places at once. Does
okay.
that make sense?
Did it
So you're
rip?
getting to observe the spelling bee. How can I help? Just put it in your pocket. We're going to sit silently and be amazing students to observe this so that they have the best chance to win. Trey, do you need us to ask the question? That's what I'm saying. Is there something you need to discuss because I need to begin the spelling bee? So we absolutely have to be respectful and silent. We are not going to hold anything. Everything our belongings go on that back bench. I don't know what you've got there on the back bench. Malachi, get up and go put it down. Put your notebook down. And I appreciate your being amazing students for me. Are we feeling confident we're ready to roll?
We're ready.
Then you may go line up. And my second row can go right up.
And what number are we on? My page.
We are beginning at number 129.
Thank you.
Your word is wrestle. The two boys often wrestle on the living room floor, even though their mother says not to. Wrestle.
Wrestle. R-E-S-T-L-E. Wrestle.
I'm sorry.
It's W-R-E-S-T-L-E.
Your word is evaded.
Evaded. E-V-A-D-E-D. Evaded.
Correct. Your word is rituals.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Mr. Smith had a set of rituals involving a very particular way to lace up his shoes before the game. Rituals.
Rituals. RICHUALS.
I'm
Rituals?
sorry.
It's RITUALS.
Your word is embrace.
Embrace. Embrace.
Correct. Your word is ceiling. Listen for the sentence to understand which ceiling. The ceiling of Danielle's room was painted white. Ceiling.
Sealing. SEALING.
No, I'm sorry.
The correct spelling is CEILING.
Your word is innocent.
Innocent. INOSENT. Innocent.
I'm sorry.
The correct spelling is INNOCENT.
Your word is container.
CONTAINER.
Correct. Your word is overtly.
Overtly. OVERTLY. Overtly.
Correct. Your word is oftentimes, sometimes pronounced oftentimes.
Oftentimes. OFTENTIMES. Oftentimes.
Correct. Your word is economy.
Economy. ECONOMY. Economy.
Correct. Your word is reservation.
Reservation.
Stop. Your word is reservation.
Reservation. RESERVATION. Reservation.
Correct. Your word is benefited.
Benefited. BENEFITED. Benefited.
Correct. Your word is temperature.
Temperature. TEMPERATURE. Temperature.
Correct. Your word is peevish.
Peevish. PEEVISH. Peevish.
Correct. Your word is Chicago.
Chicago. CHICAGO. Chicago.
Correct. Your word is door jam.
Door jam. DOORJAM. Door jam.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought it was right. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. You left off the B. See, I told you I was a bad speller.
DOORGAMB.
JAMB.
JAMB. I'm sorry. Your word is, I'm moving to 147. Poppet. Come along, Poppet, said the nanny to her 2-year-old charge. Poppet.
Puppet. POPPET. Puppet.
Correct. Bovines.
Bovines. BOVINES. Bovines.
Correct. Your word is pistons.
Can you say that in a sentence?
Tommy identified the moving pieces in the engine as pistons.
Pistons. Pistons. Pistons.
Correct. Your word is brooding.
Use that in a sentence.
Jay sat in his room brooding over his grade on his math test. Brooding.
Brooding. Brooding. Brooding.
Correct. Your word is geopolitics.
GEO POLITICS. Geopolitics.
Correct. Your word is feisty.
Feisty. F-I-E-S-T-Y. Feisty.
I'm sorry.
It's F-E-I-S-T-Y.
I'm going to say this in a sentence because it could be misunderstood for another word. The word is serum. The husky dog was famous for bringing the special serum to Nome, Alaska to protect people from the illness. Serum.
Serum. S-I-R-U-M. Serum.
I'm sorry.
It's S-E-R-U-M.
Your word is embossed. The leather saddle was embossed with images of cactus roses. Embossed.
E-M-B-O-S-S-E-D.
Correct.
Emboss.
Your word is ordained.
Can I have the definition?
The definition is invested with ministerial or sacerdotal functions, as in a reverend or a minister. Ordained.
Ordained. O-R-D-A-N-D-E.
I'm sorry.
Ordained, O-R-D-A-I-N-E-D.
Just go sit down there for now, honey. Unacknowledged. Unacknowledged.
U-N-A-K-N-O-W-L-E-D-G-E.
I'm sorry.
It's U-N-A-C-K-N-O-W-L-E-D-G-E-D.
Next row. Your word is defunct.
Defunct. D-E-F-U-N-K-E-D. Defunct.
I'm sorry.
The word is D-E-F-U-N-C-T.
Good try. Your word is acrid.
Can I have it in a sentence?
The acrid sulfur fumes made my eyes water. Acrid.
Acrid. A-C-R-I-D. Acrid.
Correct. Your word is retribution.
Retribution. R-E-T-R-U-B-U-T-I-O-N. Retribution.
I'm sorry.
The correct spelling is R-E-T-R-I-B-U-T-I-O-N.
Your word is churned.
Churned. C-H-U-R-N-E-D. Churned.
Correct. Your word is reenactment. Reenactment.
reenactment. Reanactment. Reenactment.
No, I'm sorry.
The correct spelling is Reanactment.
Thank you. This is the end of our third round. My goodness, give these guys a round of applause. Let's take a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please go back to your 10th period class? Okay, so Lane, can you please sit in seat 1, 2, 3, Joseph, Madison, Brian, okay, Hayden, Ernest, Nick. I don't know your name, I'm sorry, Jaden. It's okay, just if you need it, you have to be in order, so. Here we go. Bring. Abigail. Get this seat, Brandon. Get this seat. Right.
You're doing great. I could not spell half of these words.
29, maybe number 1. Okay. The two of you, can you sit in these 2 seats? Hayden, go after them. Let's make sure we're staying in order. 35, 38, 39, Emily, Justin, Devin, and Brady. Just go in the, you have to be in the correct order, Emily.
Y'all are amazing.
Stop. Emily is 42. So you're going to go right next to Caden. Emily, move right next to Caden.
It's 42, 51, and 56.
Right. So we're going to be in number order even though there's numbers missing. Does that make sense? Okay, we are down to 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. The 19 of you are out of 58 students. So you are the top third, okay? You're doing fantastic. Just be aware, I'm going to go to the next level. The words obviously are continuing to get more difficult. Make sure you repeat the word. Do not hesitate to ask for a definition. Do not hesitate to ask for it to be said in a sentence or the word to be repeated. If you mispronounce it, I will stop you with a hand signal to remind you, no, don't start yet, because I'm going to repeat it to make sure you say it clearly. And last but not least, sometimes just asking it for in a sentence or a definition isn't because you need it desperately, but it will give you a moment to stay calm and think. So it's fully allowed to do these things, even if the reason is just to give you a moment to collect your thoughts. Does that make sense? Everybody good? Okay. So what I'm going to ask you to do this time is I'm going to ask you to get up this row and get in line. Second row, follow them. Third row, follow them. And then wait, let Lane go first. And then when we're done with the entire group having returned, we'll arrange seats again, okay? When we get down to the last 5, I'll give you new directions.
Are you on 163?
Perfect. Actually, yes, perfect, I have it.
Do you need a sip of water? I haven't touched this. You have yours.
Say again? Xander Gilmore from my class, please see Miss Teresa. You need his things? Please grab your things and go to the office with Miss Teresa. Okay, and we are on round,
And I'll probably need somebody for my 12th period class.
or send them to here if you can't find somebody.
Thank you. Oh, they're kind of rowdy.
We'll do the best we can. Thank you. All right, we're beginning our what round?
Round 4.
Round 4, here we go. Your word is exhilaration.
Exhilaration. E X E
You can start over.
Exeratan.
I'm sorry.
The correct spelling is EXHILARATION.
Your word is pioneered. Yasmin pioneered the use of baggies to keep board game pieces organized. Pioneered. Correct. I'm going to say this in a sentence as well to make sure you understand the word. The word is tenets.
Can you repeat that?
Tenets. One of the tenets of Joey's philosophy is that people are inherently good. Tenets.
T-E-N. Can you repeat that?
Tenets.
T-E-N-E-T-S.
Correct. The word is subsidence.
Subsidence. SUBSIDENCE.
Correct. Your word is configuration.
Configuration. C-O-N-F-I-G-U-R-A-T-I-O-N. Configuration.
Correct. Whistling is not acceptable. Your word is provocation.
Provocation. Provocation.
Correct. Your word is pomade. Jeremy enjoyed the sweet fragrance of his favorite pomade, but he did not like its waxy texture. Pomade.
Pomade. P-O-M-A-D-E. Pomade.
Correct. Your word is crevices. It's okay.
Crevices. CREVACES. Crevices.
I'm sorry.
CREVICES.
Your word is dissolute. The board voted to condemn the dissolute behavior of one of its members. Dissolute.
Dissolute. DISSOLUTE. Dissolute.
Correct. Your word is intubated. The patient had to be intubated to keep the airway open. Intubated.
Intubated. I-N. T-U-B-A-T-E-D.
Correct. Your word is seminary.
Seminary. SEMINARY. Seminary.
Correct. Your word is batten. Batten down the hatches if the waves grow high. Batten.
Batten. B-A-T-T-E-N. Batten.
Correct. Your word is counterfeit.
Counterfeit. C-O-U-N-T-E-R-F-I-T. Counterfeit.
I'm sorry.
It's COUNTERFEIT.
Your word is inaudible. I could not hear her. She was inaudible.
Inaudible. Inaudible. Inaudible.
I'm sorry. The word is spelled inaudible, inaudible. Your word is urchins. The
Using a sentence,
urchins, the musical featured a chorus of urchins singing about life on the street. Urchins.
Urchins. URCHINS. Urchins.
Correct. Your word is conifers.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Julio loved the conifers most in the winter when they were almost the only green in the landscape. Conifers.
CONAFERS.
I'm sorry, CONIFERS. Your word is vestments. The minister wore purple and white vestments on Easter Sunday. Vestments.
Vestments. VESTMENTS. Vestments.
Correct. Okay, listen carefully and listen for your sentence. Emigrate. Ash's family decided to emigrate to America after a devastating earthquake. Emigrate.
Emigrate. EMMIGRATE. Emigrate.
I'm sorry. EMIGRATE. I need to use a sentence for this word. The word is deign. During the debate, the candidate said that she would not deign to respond to her opponent's ugly, baseless claims. Deign.
Dane. D-A-I-N. Dane.
I'm sorry, it is DEIGN.
Can I see Chris, please? I thought he spelled it
Chris, what word did he spell?
right. Inaudible.
I'm positive.
All right, never mind.
All right, where are we?
Okay, so this is round 5.
Round
Are they going to
5.
stay or are they going to leave?
Guys, I'm going to give you an opportunity here. The choice is, if you would like to leave and go back to class, you may. Otherwise, because you've made it this far, I'll allow you to sit through to the end of the period. The choice is yours. If you want to go back to class, please go get your things and go out this way to class. If you want to stay put, you just have to continue to be polite and courteous to your colleagues. Everybody good? Okay. I'm going to move to 83, the 183.
Okay.
Okay, so are we ready for our next round? You are in number order. So I'm going to ask you, Bryant, you can just toss it in the trash, baby. I'm going to ask you, Evan, to go, oh, I'm sorry, I had a letter added to your name, but just, you're going to lead them to the spot and then come up to the mic. Go ahead. And Caden, follow Brian as soon as he passes you. And you guys are doing great. So when you come back to your seat, just fill in the way you just did, okay? 5? Round 5. And it gets more nerve-wracking as we go. Evan, I'm going to ask you to stand closer to the microphone from now on because it's hard to hear you, okay? Your word is lurid. Rebecca's lurid shirt and plaid pants were a hit at the dance. Lurid.
L-U-R-I-D, lurid.
Correct. Your word is fumatorium. Gregor put his beloved bonsai into a fumatorium in an attempt to address the bug infestation. Fumatorium.
FEWMATO. Can you repeat that?
I'm sorry, you spelled it incorrectly. It's Fumatorium, and you said F.
You said
UW.
FEW. I'm sorry. Your word is mesa. Mesa is traditionally, nutritionally superior to many other corn preparations. Mesa.
Mesa. M-A-S-A. Mesa.
Correct. Starboard. Your word is starboard.
STARBIRD. Starboard.
I'm sorry.
Starboard. Starboard.
Your word is maneuverable.
Maneuverable. M-A-N-E-U-V-E-R-A-B-L-E. Maneuverable.
Correct. Your word is forsooth. Forsooth, there were those who doubted the king's word. Forsooth.
F-O-R-E-S-O-T-H.
I'm sorry.
Forsoth.
Your word is chemotherapy. Chemotherapy.
Chemotherapy. Chemotherapy. Chemotherapy.
Excellent. Correct. I'm going to move to 192. Your word is Sanskrit. A part of her studies in ancient Indian history, Opal was learning to read Sanskrit.
Sanskrit.
Correct.
SANSCRIT.
I'm sorry. Sanskrit. Your word is blasphemous. Allison considered any criticism of her favorite band to be blasphemous and refused to tolerate it. Blasphemous.
Blasphemous. B-L-A-S-P-H-E-M-O-U-S.
Correct.
Blasphemous.
Your word is telenovelas. Sean's sister claimed that she had become fluent in Spanish over the years from watching hundreds of telenovelas.
Telenovelas. Telenovelas. Telenovelas.
Correct. Preternaturally. Stevie was preternaturally gifted at piano. Preternaturally.
Preternaturally. Preternaturally. Preternaturally.
Correct. Your word is Leander. Leander swam in the darkness by light in Hero's Tower. Leander.
Liander.
I'm sorry, it's Leander.
Great job.
Oh, my goodness gracious, guys, you are doing amazing. Congratulations. Okay, can this group please return to your period 10 class? 1, 2, 3, please sit here.
And so with this,
I have Evan, who is 6,
okay, mhm.
Joseph, who is 14,
Yes,
Brian is 16,
yes,
Nicholas is 21,
yes.
Raymond is 24, Abigail is 29, and Orlando is 38.
And I would say, don't leave for this. I mean, you know, like, if you miss, stay around, because if other people miss too, it could change things.
So we are down to our last 3, 6, 7 students. Top 10%. Okay. You have done remarkably well, and I want you to continue to do remarkably well. So I'm going to give you the following advice. Breathe in deep and breathe out slow. I'm going to ask you, once we start the next round, to all walk up, but this time, do not sit down. If you get the word correct, please just go around the room to the back of the line. We will stop and start a new session each time, but we're just going to, in order to not have to sit down, you're just going to walk through and get back in line. If you miss a word, you'll sit down on the right-hand side, but you will not leave the auditorium until the spelling bee is complete. Everybody good? Sorry, I can't do that. Are we ready? That we have the ability to, I honestly have extremely difficult words as we continue, so trust me, you'll battle, but at some point we will have a winner. Okay? Deep breaths, you ready? All right, please stand and get in line. I am extremely
Oh,
impressed.
this is amazing, just amazing. I am too. And I don't know what happened with Chris Barnes, but if you heard it wrong, then that's fine. I wrote it right, but
He completely missed, he
The
said
dog.
ABLE, he also missed the U.
okay.
So I was positive that there were several letters, there was
Okay.
missing letters and inaccurate letters.
Gotcha.
All right. The word is mullioned. All of the windows of the castle were mullioned into elegant diamond-shaped sections. Mullioned. I am sorry. The correct spelling is M-U-L-L-I-O-N-E-D. Mullioned. Your word is Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. Z-E-M-B-A-B-W-A-U.
I'm sorry. It is Z-I-M-B-A-B-W-E. Your word is architrave.
Architrave. A-R-C-H-I-T-R-A-V-E. Architrave.
Correct. Go all the way around, sir, and go back online. Your word is tilapia.
Tilapia. T-I-L-A-P-I-A. Tilapia.
Correct. Your word is roulette.
Roulette. R-O-U-L-L-E-T-E.
I'm sorry. Your word is R-O-U-L-E-T-T-E. The word is sackbuts. Although sackbuts resemble modern trombones, they have narrow bells and produce a different type of sound. Sackbuts.
Sackbuts. S-A-C-K-B-U-T-S. Sackbuts.
Correct. Your word is hurdy-gurdy.
Hurdy-gurdy. Hurdy-gurdy.
Correct.
Hurdy-gurdy.
There was
You
a
are
hybrid.
correct.
And so you four are all first through fourth place. So you've all
Okay.
managed to get through that round. We're
So-
on round 7.
So we are in round 7. As we go, just be aware that you, even if you get something wrong, it depends on who else gets something wrong. So if all 4 of you, for example, get the next set of words incorrect, then we start over that competition. So you're just going to take your time, and we're going to get through whatever words it takes until we have a clear set of winners. Does that make sense? Okay. Your word is mesorchords. Winchester Cathedral in England has a large collection of intricately carved let me repeat that, misericords.
Miseric chords. M-I-S. E-R-I-C-O-R-D-S.
Correct. Undine. Han's favorite tale is about an Undine who gives up her happy life. Undine.
May I please have the definition?
A water nymph, an elemental spirit of water. Han's favorite tale is about an Undine.
U-N-D-E-I-N.
I'm sorry, it's Undine. But don't go anywhere, because you may very well, you absolutely have 4th place, but depending on how Abigail does, that might move you into a different spot, okay? Vesuvian. Takeru's cardiologist advised him to control his Vesuvian rage. Vesuvian.
Vesuvian. V-E-S-U-V-I-A-N. Vesuvian.
Correct. Okay, 29, what's your number, honey? 38, okay. URAD. URAD is high in folate. URAD.
Could you say that again?
URAD.
Definition, please.
A small seeded Indian pulse resembling the related mung bean, often cultivated as a small grain crop. URAD.
URAD. U-R-A-D. URAD.
Correct.
So number 21 is 4th place.
Okay, Nick, you have 4th place. So you are absolutely our 4th place winner. The 3 of you are competing for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. Just to confirm, my 1st and 2nd place winners will go to the district spelling bee, and the 3rd place winner will be an alternate. So in case either of the 1st or 2nd place winners cannot participate, the 3rd place would be an alternate. Okay, are you ready, Brian? We are on round
8.
Round 8. Your word is Sikhism.
Sikhism. S-I-K-H-I-S-M. Sikhism.
Correct. Your word is thurible. When a Thurible is used in the procession. The odor of incense suffuses the church. Thurible.
Thurible. Throughable. Thurible.
No, I'm sorry. It's Thurible. Yeah, just take a seat. We'll see where we stand. It depends on where the next two work. Your word is nares. Stenotic nares, otherwise known as constricted nostrils, is a condition that occurs mainly in short-nosed dogs. Nares.
Did you use it as a definition?
I can give you a definition. The openings of the nose or nasal cavity of a vertebrae. Nares.
Nares. N-A-R-E-S. Nares.
Correct.
So Abigail is third place.
Yes.
Round 9.
Okay, so this is just going to identify who is first and who is second.
And I wouldn't walk around anymore. You can just get behind each other.
Yeah, you can just
So,
keep on
yeah.
switching, okay? Your word is eurythmics. One benefit of children often get from eurythmics is the ability to express music in movement. Eurythmics.
Eurythmics. Eurythmics. Eurythmics.
I'm sorry, it is Eurythmics.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go
because
anywhere, it depends on
Orlando has
where
to get it
Orlando
right.
stands. Orlando, your word is comparisoned. Comparisoned.
Did you use it as a definition?
I can give you the definition: dressed, richly adorned. Comparisoned. Let me repeat it very clearly because I know that my pronunciation isn't clear. Caparisoned.
Comparisoned.
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 Past tense. Comparisoned.
Comparisoned. C-O-M-P-A-R-I-S-I-O-N-E-D. Comparisoned.
No, I'm sorry. It's Caparisoned. But just wait because he has to get the next word
Well, no,
right.
they both have to get it right. So we're now in round 10. And so both of.
Oh, that's right, because
so
he got
we start
eurythmics
over.
wrong. We're
Yeah,
starting over.
starting over.
You're both
You're both
unidentified
still in
as first and second, okay? So the next word is lustrum. At their 5th anniversary celebration, Eva and Harry referred to their marriage as lustrum of love and bliss. Lustrum.
Lustrum. Lustrum.
Correct. Your word is cuirass. The summarize cuirass was crafted out of scales of iron. Cuirass.
Cuirass. C-U-R-A-S-S. Cuirass.
I'm sorry, it's Cuirass.
So Brian's first, Orlando's second, Abigail's third, and Nick is fourth.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite you to, for first, second, third, and fourth place, to please stand under the A so that we can take a great picture of you
Yes.
guys while you get your ribbons.
Wow. Well, blue is first, and the rest I don't think matters. And Brian is a sixth grader, and Orlando and Abigail are seventh graders. And Nick, what grade are you? He's eighth grade. You're eighth grade. Wow, Brian, oh my gosh. Brian's my student, just saying, of course. But wow, Brian. Can I ask you to? Of course. I am so
Celebrate.